Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Hello farmers, and welcome back to Farming Simulator 19, a first look video at, I don't know if it's supposed to be pronounced Hawkeye's Bay or Hawke's Bay. I don't know if that E is supposed to be silent or not. I'm going to probably pronounce it Hawke's Bay. It's by Cazz64, a multi-fruit map. Quick description of it is inheritance. This farm was where you came on holidays to spend time with your grandparents. Sadly, they both passed away, and the bank has sold off most of their land your granddad owned to clear debts owed to the bank. So, let's just hop right in. And as you load into the game, here you are. This is where you start if you start on, what is it, Fresh Farmer? You can see some of the equipment you start off with. Now, he does say in on his page, I'll leave a link description below where you can download this from. A lot of the equipment is run down. So I think, so like you jump right into the roster mesh, you can see the repair is right at 0, and you only got like a half tank of gas, half tank of fuel. What about, yeah, repair is at 0, just about out of fuel. And I know the pickup truck, because I already drove around a little bit just taking a quick look at it. The truck is at 0 repair as well. Looks like we do start off with some animals. Here's your chickens. So we got some animals to start with. So you start with 8 chickens. They're clean. They had no food. Well, not, you don't start off with more 8 chickens. 8 chickens each and 1 rooster. We get 5 cows and 10 sheep as well, and a couple horses, which we'll see here in a second. So all the animal pens are around the farm. No pigs though. You don't start off with pigs. There's your workshop. Yeah, you can see some of the equipment you will start off with. I assume this New Holland, yeah, just about out of gas and needs repair. So there's a mower. All that good stuff. So here's a little bunker. You can put chaff in or grass to make silage. Here are the ladies of the hour. It's ladies' night. And if we run on over here, you can see we got a beautiful horse pasture with a couple of the horses in there. And of course, here are your sheep. Now, like I said, looks like none of them have food, water, absolutely nothing. But hey, you're starting off with animals if you like to. Also around the farm, as you can see, you got the fence post. We all remember that if you've been watching my Mercury Farms, you can cut these down. And you got placeable gates around the farm, so these open, and or if you just want to go out that door there, there you be. We'll close that up. We'll leave that door open. Here's your farmhouse. Let me in. Yeah, I don't know why this place is so messy. I tidied it up a little bit. Just make it look better. So there is your silo right there. If we go into here, you got the, I don't want to say updated symbols, but the better looking symbols. Wheat, barley, oats, canola, sunflower, soybean, maize. These you all know if you've been playing the game. Soybeans, potato, sugar beet, cotton, sugarcane, eggs, wool, milk, chaff, wood chips, silage, grass, hay, straw, manure, liquid manure, digestate, carrots, onions, millet, sorghum, rye, hops. So these are the extra multi-fruits. And if we go to the PDA, you're probably wanting to see that. So this is what the map looks like. And these fields are rather big. And I should also show you, because you're also going to be curious, the prices of the property. Now, I only played in Ravenport, not Felsburn. The prices are like that. So like this field 52 here, that's $1.3 million, or field 48 is 1.3. Even like the small fields like field 28, which is right across from us, that's 86,000. So if I come on over here, I'll tell you what I'll do as well. Let me tab through and we'll fly a little bit so you can get a better idea of how big the field is for 86 grand. There we go. So this little cornfield right here is $86,000 right there. So I mean, it's not a, you know, depending on how you look at maps, it's not a small field, but it's not really that big field, but it is 86,000. You do start off, as you probably saw, 3 fields right here. They all come with grass in them. So you start off with these 3 fields, and they're, you can kind of see them a little bit. We'll fly on over here. So these 2 fields right here are grass. And that one right over the hill there is grass as well. The one thing I do like about the map, it's not a really hilly map where, you know, you got like tall mountains or whatever. It's not flat either. You got all these like rolling knolly ridges and hills as well, which I kind of like. So let's come back to here. I got turned around. Let's hop into the pickup truck and start taking a little tour around the map so you can see what it's like. I just noticed over here you got a water tank and a water tanker to take care of your animals right away if you want. I would assume you would, because you need to start making money on this map because, wow. So I guess the 3 grass fields, if you were to start here and you got 3 grass fields, I guess you would be cutting the grass once it grows, putting it in here, making silage, and taking it off to sell a point. Let's go find out silage. So there's 2 places that take it. The biogas plant. So wait a minute, you can sell right off on the biogas plant on this map. Interesting. And 370 where the bales are. If you do decide to get this map, make sure you do scroll down because there's that many sell points. Alright, yeah, keep turning around. So you get the silo. The silo does hold pretty much. Is it 1, 2, 3, 1.5 million liters of each product. So let's hop into the pickup truck. I'm going to scroll all the way out so when I start driving around, you can get a better look at the map. Alright. I'll just take a little bit of a trip around the farm so you can just see it better at a higher angle. So there's your chickens, your silo, some of your equipment there, your workshop, like I said, a silo bunker, the cows, and like I said, those fence posts you can cut down. Same with the hedges. He did say something about the, you know, the fence on the farm can be cut down if it's not to your liking, as well as the hedges. Yeah, so if you see hedges, those can be cut down. So this is your starting farm. Alright, so let's head on out. Now I will say, when I drove around at this angle as well. There was a couple times that when I drove, I heard water, but there was no water around, so I couldn't quite figure that out. So you can see there's a river to your left. And actually, probably what I'll do for you as well is put up the map. So yeah, we're kind of just to the right of the center of the farm there. Headed that way, and we're going to head north. But you can kind of see how big the fields are, actually. And make sure you drive on the left-hand side of the road, folks. You don't want to be causing no accidents. I'm pretty sure I will, because I'll be trying to show off the map. Not really paying attention where I'm going. It's a nice little river here that kind of cuts through the top third of the map. There's a good enough few crossing areas. Yeah, I was trying to look up at that little island in the middle of the pond here. So let's just drive out up here across someone's field. I was going to say here you can get water, but since there's a water tanker right at your farm, you wouldn't have worries. But I guess if you were to start as farm manager or start from scratch, that little part right there may be helpful to you instead of buying a water tanker. So let me drive on over here a little bit so you can see the size of the fields on that side there. That is pretty much the edge of the map over there. That's the only thing about the hills and crevices. It's kind of hard to look at far distances. We have a sell point right here. And I took the map down, which is kind of foolish of me. So now we're in the upper right hand corner up by the grain mill. One thing I just noticed, I don't see no rail, no train, no rail yard or anything like that. And if you're like me, it's probably not that big of a deal to you because I hardly ever use a train at all either. So as we come over here, we're looking right straight ahead of us is field 48. So that field was $1.3 million. So you can see how long and far it is. And the good thing about the map is there's a couple of areas that's usable for placeables. And hopefully some point in Farming Sim 19 we'll get, placeables that we need to... Well, I guess we got greenhouses now and beehives. So, I mean, if you want to place them down nice flat areas. So now we're on the other side of that little island and water area. So we're kind of like right back at the farm already. So that's like the upper right hand corner of the map. We will turn right here. I do like there's a river like going through the entire map, but there's enough crossable bridges. So you can see another area here for placeables right there. I'm glad there's not much traffic on the road because I'm looking around the map, probably like you are, not really watching while I'm driving. As we pass a selling point. So this is what I'm saying. The map is not flat. It does have hills, so you may need to take that in consideration when buying your equipment, and it requires a certain amount of horsepower. You may need a little extra more than usual to go up the hills and such. Another place for placeables. Or if you want to start your farm somewhere else, like on Farm Manager or start from scratch. Is that bridge passable? I mean, I assume it is. It's kind of on the map like it is, but am I going to get stuck here is the question. Oh no, I thought that was water at the distance. I thought the angle was showing water. No, that's like the bridge on Ravenport. All right, yeah. So you can go over that bridge. Ignore me. I'm just me being me, Peanut. But at that angle there, I thought I was looking through a hole in the bridge and there was water I was looking at. Hopefully somebody can see what I'm saying. Anyways, here is where your wool is. I would assume wool, cotton. And up here in the upper left-hand corner of the map, you start to get into the forest area, which is conveniently right next to the sawmill. Just drive on up here. It's almost like you got to go through the map, but nope, you turn in right here. I have noticed some of the road signs are laying on the ground, kind of like at Ravenport. Now, when I was here in my first look, I saw where the wood goes, which would be right there. Aha, the only place I didn't go, the wood chips come out back here. All right. I drove around to the other side. So there's that field 48. So let's go ahead, we'll drive on out of here and start driving to the forest a little bit on a windy road. And you can kind of see the trees through here. Traffic does come through here, so keep that in mind. If you have traffic turned on, you're trying to drive through here with like a bigger equipment or something. But you do have a fair amount of trees up here. Actually, while I'm thinking, how much, if we were to go in this here, lands, I'll say they are broken down into little pieces. But I can tell I'm getting used to the prices on Mercury Farms. These are all like 160, like 150 to 160. The one thing I don't know, and I just thought about this, if, you know, I'm playing on Fresh Farmer, which is easy mode. If I play on Farm Manager or Start from Scratch, to the price, since it's harder in a way. What's my economy set on to start with? Economy difficulty normal. Okay. I was just wondering if the prices change. That's something I haven't looked at in Farming Simulator 19. Alright, buddy, I know you just passed me on the side of the road, but now I'm passing you. So this is where you would sell your milk. You would come into here. You need to drive around to this side, ignore the pedestrians. And obviously dairy for life. And here you go. This is where the milk shall go. And of course there is a sell point here for grain as well. Right here. And of course you do have a lovely port right up there. Cut right in front of the cement truck, because that's what everyone should do in real life. So now, yeah, I'm too busy looking at the PDA myself. There's our little whale friend. I'm going to drive a little bit off-road, but here's field 52. So, I mean, you can kind of see how big that field is. Hey, what the heck is that? Houston? Apparently there's a phone down there. Alright, so let me do this. So this is field 52 right there. So you can get a rough idea of how big that field is. And like I said, I kind of like it. The field's not just perfectly flat. It's, you know, hilly. Maybe just a little bit too hilly in some areas, but it's fine for me, really. But you can kind of see the map from up here at this angle. Yeah, you can definitely see where it's hilly on some fields, and some fields a little bit flatter. Top back into our vehicle. So if you're desperate to make a phone call, bring a shovel. So on the PDA, we're at the far left-hand side, headed down south. That the big red barn to our left. That's where you sell your bales. There's that cement truck, I do believe. I did notice when I was driving around my luck here, I'm like, I would like to, own one of these houses. I'm like, wait a minute, why? Why put a stone wall there for? Takes away the view. But I'm pretty sure maybe they get a lot of waves here. Stops the water from in the ocean, or I would assume the ocean, whatever it is, from splashing up. I don't know. And there is your barn for your bales, like I said. More houses there. So you got fields to the right, fields to the left. A lot of room for also connecting your fields. McDonald's, I guess you'd have lunch here. the gas station. But one thing, as we saw, I don't know, the farm equipment at the back of the farm with hardly any fuel in it. I wonder if you got enough gas to get down here. I would assume so. So now we're going to turn left to kind of head back up towards the farm. As we go past the sell point here. There is a couple places on the map though to sell milk, I do believe. So here is the vehicle shop. Right here is the repair. Some Dutzfar tractors up on display. I'm not going to try to pronounce the name of the dealership. Because I'll just cut it up 3 ways to Sunday. That cement truck, I'm just going to annoy him by passing him and let him pass us. I don't know if it's the same one or not. Oh, I just noticed. Oh, I just caught my eyes. I was coming out. Let me turn around here. If you look up right above where my truck is, there's a stop sign about, I don't know, 15 feet up in the air. We'll head over to the BGA in just a minute, but we're coming up, going past the animal dealership. That's where you buy all your animals, or at least come pick them up or go sell them. And that is the whole left side of the map taken care of. Here is our farm. If we go down this road adjacent to our farm and it run into a light post, I'll bring it up over to the BGA. But the good news is, if you start from fresh farm, at least you do end up with a silo, bunker silo at the farm. How much, that's the BGA. Oh, okay, so this is why you can sell the BGA, because you own the BGA from the start. Okay, I see. All right, so if you don't start on Fresh Farmer and you start in does Farm Manager? I think Farm Manager you don't start with land, and obviously you start from scratch. You don't start with the land either. So this whole lot right here is 577,000. So you get the BGA, the original farm area. But obviously, if you're starting from Farm Manager and start from scratch, start from scratch. I would assume the animal pens would be gone. I don't know about the bunker silo there, though. I was like, oh, wait, is this a garage? Can I use this as a garage? No, this is just you can't open those doors and park your equipment in there. When I saw them, I'm like, oh, wait a minute, is that a garage? I thought that was really nice. And I'm like, no, the doors don't open. All right, here's the supermarket. And basically the bottom right-hand corner of the PDA is basically mostly just fields, no sell points, something like that. So the rocks is basically where the map border is. So you can see down there is like a few fields, but I mean you can meet, if you took field 14, 18, 12, 13, 22, you can merge that into one huge field. It goes true for most of the fields here. Very nice map. Multi-fruit would be fun as well because, well, you do have a lot more options. But we'll get to that in a second as well, once we get finished taking our little loop here, which we're almost done. Driving around the map. So you can see, like I said, you know, it's not flat. You got these little hills and ridges and whatnot. I do like that feature of it. But then again, it's not extremely hilly either. And we're coming back up to our farm. Now, I haven't played on a multi-fruit map yet in 19. I did Ravenport for a long time, and now I'm on Mercury Farms. So we'll turn the car off. We'll go to the shop. So the one thing I was looking at for carrots and onions is about the only thing I was having a hard time with. If you want to plant carrots and onions, you have to go to the planters. And you got carrots, onions, and so forth there, which is fine. And if you go to these seed drills here, like even the modded ones, like I have, it'll plant most of the extra stuff as well. But this one won't do onion. My modded one won't do onions or carrots. The thing that I'm having a problem with the multi-fruit is the harvester for the onions and carrots. If I go back like the headers, regular headers, so you can see they got the added fruit types right there, no problem. But if I went to corn headers, and these do take down the hops. Okay, so I figured that out. So now I'm trying to figure out carrots and onions. So I figured, okay, well, is it under beet technology? Nope, these are all sugar beet. Even the modded ones, sugar beet, sugar beet, sugar beet. I'm like, okay, how about, well, I didn't go to potato technology here. It's all potato. Yeah, the headers, potato, potato. So I'm not sure what header it requires to take out the carrot and the onion. Is that just, am I missing it somewhere? I don't know. Is it under miscellaneous? Nope. So if you are doing multi-fruit and you know on your map what you need to do for headers, just leave a comment down below so I can come back in here and look at it, because that's the only thing I'm not seeing. I tried beet technology. I tried potato technology. I went to headers, corn headers. I even went to forage harvester headers, trying to find out, where are, whoops, sorry about that. Where is, where's the header for the carrot and the onion? What do I need? Or is this an error here? Yes, like I said, leave a comment below if you know about the carrots and onions, what headers on your map that you use. So that is the map Hawke's Bay, or Hawkeye's Bay. I don't know if that E is supposed to be silent or not. I don't know. Sorry about that. Hawke's Bay by Cazz64, the multi-fruit map. Yeah, here's the farm right above us. That is looking north, so you can see all the fields. Heading down the east side of the map. These fields are pretty big, and they are kind of expensive. And, yeah, you don't have many fields to start with. You just got like 3 small grass fields, probably the 3 smallest fields on the map. Those 2 are right there is what you would start with. And the one right in the middle of the screen that's kind of bare. Right to the right side of that, I assume that's cotton field. But there's the south side of the map, the southeast side. The big field number 52 way over there. The forest in the northwest part of the corner. And some pretty big fields up north. So leave a comment down below if you've already started playing on this map or have been playing. I know there's some testers out there. Tell me what you think of the map. But that's going to do it for my first look video at Hawke's Bay, or Hawkeye's Bay by Cazz64. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully it was helpful to you. Like I said, I'll leave a link in the video description below, so if you want to download it, give it a try, go on ahead. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you next time in Farming Simulator 19. But until then, have a good one.